What's going on YouTube? It's your boy camATL. Shout out to the DFS squad. Shout out to everybody watching this video right now. Drop a like down below because I already know you're gonna love it. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Make sure you comment anything down in the comment section and enter your name into the $50 giveaway that we do every single week on this channel. Speaking of the $50 giveaway, I will comment that winner. I will go choose that winner. Comment that winner's name down in the comment section. So check the comment section and see if you are the winner. And if you are, congratulations. Hit me up on Twitter at cam_ATL. Greenlightdfs.com, man. We had an amazing weekend. We went 3-0. We are going for number 4 starting with this Monday, and I'm wanting to sweep this entire week. That is the plan. Make sure you stay till the end of this high five video for the home run predictions. And make sure you come join the live show at 2:30 p.m. Central on this channel. Hit the notification button next to subscribe so it lets you know when I start the live show. Come join me, ask all your baseball questions, all that good shit, and let's get to it. Now, I'm not going to waste too much more of your time. Let's get straight into this high five. Starting off at pitching, Brendan McKay and Kyle Gibson are the two guys that I really like on this slate. McKay is at home in Tampa Bay, which is a pitcher-friendly ballpark. He's a lefty going against a Seattle team that's actually majority lefties. Okay, he's going to be facing a ton of lefties on the Seattle offense. The offense, I know they have had moments where they've just shown up and done really well, but I'm not a believer in this offense in general. I think they're a horrible offense, and I mean, they are a horrible offense. They just happen to play good from time to time. It's baseball, that happens. But McKay has been a very solid pitcher. He's only 7'5" in a good pitcher park going against a bad Seattle offense. I'm definitely loving Brendan McKay as a cheap option on this slate as 7'5". He definitely sticks out. And next up, now the battle between the top pitcher on the slate is a tough one. Now Bauer at 11-7 is a good choice. Wade Miley is a good choice. And Kyle Gibson. Those three are kind of in the league of their own at the top. Marco Gonzalez, I'm not too much on him. Tampa Bay is a pesky offense. I'm more on Gibson, Miley, or Bauer. Now, Bauer is going against San Diego. It's an amazing matchup. We all know that. A right-handed pitcher going against a righty-heavy San Diego offense. Obviously, Bauer is a very solid play. The only problem is he's 1,600 more than Kyle Gibson, who can easily match or surpass him in his matchup against the White Sox at home in Minnesota, where he's going to get plenty of run support against Nova by this Minnesota offense. So, really, just savings-wise, I'm saving over 1,000 from Bauer and Miley and going Kyle Gibson, who I believe can match either one of those other two guys. I'm not going to fault you for going either one of the other two guys. They're both great options, just with price included. Value-wise, I definitely like Kyle Gibson as the better point per dollar play among those guys. So, yeah. There you go. Kyle Gibson. Next up, Mike Moustakas. We went huge, scoring over 208 DraftKings points the other day, and we went heavy on Milwaukee, and they paid off for us big time. Part of that was Mike Moustakas has been raking. DK has not adjusted his price at all. He's only $4,000 going against Hudson, who Hudson is a solid pitcher, but he struggles against left-handed bats big time. Gives up a ton of power to lefties, struggles a lot versus lefties. So I definitely like Moustakas in this matchup against Dakota Hudson. He's only had 5 at-bats against Hudson, but 3 hits, 2 home runs. So I already loved Moose. Then I checked his BVP to see what it's about. It's a small sample size, but 3 of 5 for 2 of those hits being home runs. That's a pretty good sign. And it's just a great matchup for the lefties of Milwaukee. So I definitely love the lefties. Yelich, Moustakas, Thames. All the lefties of this team are definitely in play against Hudson. He's a solid pitcher, decent K rate, but against lefties, he's atrocious. So definitely play the lefties of Milwaukee. Next up, Luis Arias at 4-2. I definitely like him a lot. The other guy I like at third base is Matt Carpenter. Matt Carpenter's got a great matchup as well. His BVP is a big thing for Matt Carpenter. He has had an amazing history versus Zach Davies, having 11 hits out of 24 at-bats, 3 home runs, 4 doubles, and a .458 batting average. So out of 24 at-bats, he's got a .458 batting average. Now, 24 at-bats is a decent sample size, enough to kind of see some merit in that. It's not a crazy amount, but it's a decent amount to the point where, you can, like I said, have some merit in that. 3 home runs out of the 11 hits, 4 of them being doubles. So he hits this dude hard. A 458 average in 24 at-bats is definitely good for Matt Carpenter. But Arias is going against Ivan Nova. Minnesota is definitely an offense that I like. As you can see, I love Kyle Gibson, and I like the fact he's going to get some run support against Nova. Nova's a very solid pitcher. Well, I'm not going to say very solid. He's solid versus right-handed bats. Problem is he struggles big time versus lefties, and there's some good lefties on this Minnesota offense that could really give him problems. Kepler, Rosario. Arias is not one of the bigger known names on this Minnesota offense, but he's a guy who can hit the ball well, and he's a cheap lefty on this offense that I love going against Nova, who cannot get lefties out. Gives up a ton of power, does not strike them out, gives up a huge fly ball rate. It's not good. So Arias at 4-2, or I'm okay with Matt Carpenter as well at third base. It was between those two in the high five. I ended up going Arias because I just like Minnesota's offense in general more, the lefties especially. Last but not least, Justin Upton at 4-5 has been hitting the ball very, very well lately. And LA is going to be in Texas, which it is super, super hot. It's like over 101 degrees here, man. That is exactly the reason why I had to take a vacation, go to a cooler area by the water with that cool air, and relax over the weekend. But I'm back, and it's over 101 degrees here. It is ridiculous. That's very good for bats, though. I love these Angel bats. Mike Trout is elite versus left-handed pitching. Justin Upton is also an amazing option. You're getting a cheap-ish option on this LA offense in the best hitter park of the day. So I'm definitely wanting a ton of Angels bats. Love Justin Upton at 4-5. And that's it. Brendan McKay, Kyle Gibson, or those top two guys, Bauer or Miley, if you decide to go that route, but I would rather save with Kyle. Mike Moustakas, Arias, or Carpenter, and Justin Upton is the high five. Let's go ahead and get straight into these home run predictions. Now, first and foremost, Soler. My boy Soler. I mention this guy all the time, and I love his situation in this one, man. This offense is going to be in Baltimore. Very hitter-friendly ballpark. He's going to be going against John Means, who is a decent pitcher, but he's a lefty, and Soler mashes lefties. Love Soler for a home run in this one. The only thing I don't like about Soler is his price. That's it. Mike Trout, I mentioned him before. Mike Trout, Justin Upton, those two dudes for the Angels are definitely priority for me when I want. If you're wanting the Angels stack. Mike Trout and Upton are definitely the two main guys I want to get in first and foremost. Trout's going against a lefty. He's elite versus lefties. And he's in an amazing hitter-friendly ballpark. And like I said, it's going to be like over 101 degrees. Okay? It's ridiculous. So, yeah, definitely love those guys. Matt Adams against Trevor Williams. You know I love Matt Adams when he faces a righty who struggles versus lefties. So Adams is definitely in play for a home run. Another guy, when we're talking BVP, all right, he has not been good lately. He has been struggling a ton lately. But BVP, Manny Machado against Trevor Bauer, there's something about this that is just crazy, all right? Bauer is a solid pitcher, and it's only 14 at-bats. But in 14 at-bats, he's got 9 hits, 2 doubles, 4 home runs, and a .643 batting average. You know, this could be the game. Nobody's going to play Machado because it's a tough matchup against Bauer, but he is a solid price at, I believe, 3.8. But Manny Machado going against Trevor Bauer, like I said, he's a guy you could get at a low price with that you know the talent level exceeds big time what he's been doing lately. So in GPPs, I love Manny Machado. He's on my home run call. I'm going to call that he hits a home run after struggling big time lately. Another guy that I definitely like is got to be George Springer against Edwin Jackson. Yordan Alvarez has been absolutely raking. He's got the lefty-righty matchup against Jackson. Absolutely love him. I definitely want some Houston exposure against Edwin Jackson 100%. Alex Bregman, I love for a home run as well. Max Kepler, for sure. Aquino's got the righty-lefty against Lord. Thank you very much. We will take that. Eddie Rosario against Ivan Nova. I mentioned how much I love these lefties of Minnesota against Nova, who struggles versus lefties big time. Juan Soto, another Washington lefty that should give Trevor Williams some issues. Mike Moustakas. He is in the high five for a reason. I love Moose. I think he hits a home run in this one for sure. Albert Pujols is an interesting option for the Angels. I like that righty-lefty matchup for him in this amazing park. Christian Yelich, another Milwaukee bat that I definitely could see homering here against Dakota Hudson, who struggles big time versus lefties. So Houston and Angels are really my targets here, though. Houston, Angels, and Milwaukee are the three teams that I will be battling against to figure out which one I really want to go big on. But those three offenses are definitely the ones that stick out to me the most on this slate. I do like the lefties of Minnesota, but I'm mainly sticking to Houston, Angels, and Milwaukee as of right now. Those are the three teams that I really, really like. Next up, we got Rougned Odor going against Dylan Peters at home in Texas. We know what Rougned can do against righties. It's got the lefty-righty matchup against Peters. I'm going to go with a punt play. Chris Davis, lefty-righty matchup against Lopez. He's going to be batting low in this order, but he's at home in Baltimore, and we all know the type of potential he has. He can catch one. Matter of fact, let me see what his price is real quick. Chris Davis is only 2.8, so he is my punt home run call of the day. He's the cheapest guy out of everybody on the slate that I'm predicting a home run for. Lefty-righty against Lopez, who's a bad pitcher in general. I think 2.8 is too cheap, especially if he's in the lineup, obviously. They can be a little wishy-washy with the lineup, so pay attention to that. But at home in Baltimore, lefty-righty matchup against Lopez, love it. All right, and then I will give you guys one more. Let me see who else I want to go with. Eric Thames. There you go. I mentioned these Milwaukee lefties. I definitely love these guys. Thames, Moose, Yelich. Those guys are definitely in play for me against Hudson. Love the lefties here, and Eric Thames is another guy that I can see homering. And that's it, guys. Thank you guys for watching, as always. GreenlightDFS.com. Join the squad. We're going for 4 in a row, man. Let's sweep this entire week. Make sure you come join me on the live show at 2:30 p.m. Central. Thank you guys for watching, as always. Drop a like.